Bless all the paths our feet walk to be free. Bless all the paths our feet walk to be free.
Home. Refreshing sun, refreshing rain, refresh my spirit with spring again. Rebirth, renew, resurrect my soul, reestablish my life as part of the whole. Redeem, reassure, reacquaint my being, receive and reflect upon the love I am seeing. Return, replant, replenish, Earth Mother, remembering, reminding each sister and brother. Revisit, rescind the things firstly thought, revitalize, review the love we have fought. Restate and reaffirm what's pure and what's right. Reclaim and rejoice, for we are one in the light. Breathe, everyone. This is what Easter means to me. We know the story of Jesus as it was told to us. This is Holy Weekend. Thursday night started with the Last Supper. This Last Supper, with the prayers that we have said throughout 2,000 years of time, we've learned the lesson, the camaraderie of this evening, and what all was meant in the metaphors of the Last Supper and all the different things he was doing when he said, this is my body and this is my blood. And then later on to the evening where he faced his own doubt in the Garden of Gethsemane before he was truly betrayed by Judas, which again is all metaphorical for us. And over the weekend, he was tortured, crucified, passed away, fought his own demons, and on Sunday morning was born again. So is our lives. Do we all go through this weekend all the time, where something within us has been challenged or betrayed? We've lost our moment of faith and had our hour of doubt and had to pray into it. Been scourged, tortured, beaten, fought our own demons, only to redeem ourselves and rise again. And every spring, with every flower that ever blooms and blossoms, so does it go. And so does every single thing that has ever grown in the land goes through that same process. For me, this little ceremony that we are going to be doing is about the reflection of us. The colors of the cups reflect the different colors of the people and the different colors of the flowers on the earth. The dirt is the dirt. It's the earth. It's us. It is our bodies. And the seeds are those seeds of love planted so long ago by many masters, one of them called Jesus. But there have been many masters that have planted these seeds of love within us. So our symbology today, for me, because Lesley is going to come up here in a moment and share with you what this means for her and what this weekend represents for her. As we go through these ceremonies, know that this is your life. Every day we have a day for redemption. Every day we have a time to perhaps battle our own demons. Every single moment in our life can be a new beginning. My name is Pasqualino. Lisa's name is Pasqualino. There's other people in this room with the name Pasqualino. And our name means little new beginnings. It means little Easter. So every day for us is a little new beginning. And as I'm going to my surgery Tuesday, I know it's a major new beginning for me because everything will be anew for me. I get to start over. I get to heal. I get to redeem all that was sick and ill in my world. And for the last 6 months, I have been being redeemed by all the people around me. Every single one of you has planted love's seed within me. And at first, I had to deal with my demons and the decay and the rot of my own fears and doubts until I could finally just let it be and nurture it and feed it and water it with all the love that was already there before me, that you gave to me, that you returned to me. It's my job now to water that seed with the love you've given me. It is our jobs to always water the seeds within us to the love around. That is what this means for me. And now I'm going to pass to my friend Lesley as she shares with you from her heart what this symbolizes to her. Thank you. Oh, top also.
So, do you remember the daily word from Thursday? It was free. Today I am free to begin anew. In springtime all is made new. As buried bulbs push up through the ground, I behold the cycle of life at work. I discover the same kind of drive in me to create new life for myself. I am free to release old habits, old ideas, or preconceptions. I choose to think and do only what supports my highest good. Each moment offers me the gift of making a new choice. I deserve the life I dream of, the life I was meant for. Every day I remind myself, I am free. I am free. My freedom grows as I trust in my God-given power. The seed of new possibilities has been planted in me, and I blossom in every area of my life. I am happy and joyous and free. And the Bible reading that goes with it, for freedom Christ has set us free. Stand firm therefore, and do not submit again to a yoke of slavery. It's from Galatians. So this is Easter Sunday, or Resurrection Sunday. And as Mark just said, as the story goes, Jesus, who was crucified on the cross on Friday, rose from the dead on Sunday and promised us everlasting life. It's a powerful story, and most churches tell a version of it every year. But what is the meaning of resurrection? And what is it to be crucified? According to the Metaphysical Dictionary, the crucifixion means giving up. Giving up. Yes, absolutely. Ow. It can be painful or not. The crucifixion means the giving up of the whole personality, the physical limitations of the human being, to allow that which no longer serves us to fall away. There is a story in the Chronicles of Narnia. It's book 3, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. The ship runs aground on Dragon Island, and one of the children, Eustace, who isn't really a very nice child, he is lazy and sullen and jealous, and rather than work, he wanders off and gets lost. He comes across an old dragon who's dying, and after the dragon has died, Eustace finds a gold bracelet. He puts it on, falls asleep, and wakes up to find that the bracelet is cutting into him, and that he's turned into a dragon. Now he's very frightened, and he returns to the ship and tries to explain what happened. What? The others can't figure out how to change him back. So Dragon Eustace is used by the crew to mend the ship because he can bring trees and anything that's needed for repairs, and he can start fires so they can cook. But he's lonely. He's so lonely. And he can't see how he can be taken on the ship again when it's ready to sail. He's sad and he's desperate, and he's really, really sorry that he's been so horrible. One night he hears Aslan's voice, and he follows the lion to a pond, where Aslan instructs him to undress. What do dragons wear? They wear scales. And Eustace desperately tries to shake off the scales, and he claws himself and he scrapes and he gets one layer of scales off, and then he scrapes and scrapes again, and he just cannot get himself smooth, but he's always more and more layers of scales. And finally Aslan says, "You have to let me undress you." And then Aslan proceeded to tear the skin away, and finally he dropped him into the water. And when Eustace came out, he was a boy again. He was clean, and he'd given up those scales, he'd given up those restrictions. He was full of happiness and joy, and he was changed forever, and he was much, much nicer after that. So Eustace's conscience was uplifted, and it was such a powerful transformation that he could never go back to his own ways. He'd crucified himself by being naughty and horrible and just yucky to be around. But once he saw the error of his ways, he was willing to let go of the scales and all the things that restricted him. And he was resurrected. into whatever he wanted to be. So there's no order in the difficulty of miracles, as Course in Miracles reminds us, because we're all meant to shine, to allow Spirit to work through us and to give us hope and renewal. The resurrection is an organic change. It's the falling away of what no longer serves us, getting rid of the dross, dumping it and allowing it to compost, to rot and transform into fertile ground. You should see my compost heap. It's crazy. It's full of worms. It's great. You can just see this compost stuff in action. I dump stuff in it and the worm, and then I bury it a little bit because the worms won't come up. They'll only go down to get stuff, and then chomp, 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 poo, 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 poo. Fabulous compost. I mean, it's amazing. This transformation into black gold is great. I love it, playing in the dirt. So, our universe has an infinite order that needs no interference from us, whether it be the movement of the planets, the nature of our minds, because our mind in its natural state is in harmony with all that is. And when we co-create with the Keeper of the Stars, we create balance. And when we balance our heaven and earth, we create atonement or at-one-ment. We plant seeds in a fertile ground and we reap the benefits of abundance. If we don't do the work of tilling the land, our minds, before we plant new thoughts, we won't appreciate the rewards or understanding and absorption of the infinite plan of peace, joy, love, and tomatoes. Change the quality of your thoughts and change your life. It's our birthright because we are the earth keepers. We are the stewards of our lands and sea. We were charged with its care. But we're crucifying or polluting that which sustains us. But surely we can learn to work in harmony with Mother Nature and the original thought from whence we came. Together we can resurrect our planet, our hearts, renew our love, and rediscover our keys to the kingdom. Lesley's thing that we read every week. Tony, can you put that up, please, the planet ledge? I'm sorry, I didn't plan for this.
That's all right.
I read that every week with everybody else, but I don't know it. I recite it like I would recite the Lord's Prayer. So I'm asking you, and I'm asking you to read it and absorb it, what it really means. I pledge my support to planet Earth and to the tapestry of life, and to the creation and perpetuation of a healthy, prosperous, and peaceful world. My planet, in harmony with nature, interwoven with compassion and love for all. It means something. It means something. I'm going to learn it off by heart, I promise. So if you weren't here for the meditation, if you were drinking coffee instead, I read a very simple, hello, can I help you?
I was doing that.
You were drinking coffee? Yeah, no, I'd already drunk one, but I was after the brownies. Because the brownies are all corners, even though they're round. Like those. Okay, so if you weren't here for the meditation, I read a very simple children's hymn that I knew when I was a little girl, and I'm not going to sing it. But we're asked about the treasures, and our treasures are very simple, so I'm reading it again. Daisies are our silver, buttercups our gold. This is all the treasure we can have or hold. Raindrops are our diamonds, and the morning dew, while for shining sapphires, we've got the speedwell dew, the speedwell blue. These shall be our emeralds, the leaves so new and green, and roses make the reddest rubies ever seen. God, who gave these treasures to your children small, teach us how to love them and grow like them all. Make us bright as silver, make us good as gold, warm as summer roses, let our hearts unfold. Gay, as leaves in April. This is a very old hymn, okay? Gay as leaves in April, clear as drops of dew. God, who made the speedwell, keep us true to you. That's cute, isn't it? I liked it. I liked it. So we are going to plant some new thoughts. So we invite you to take a cup, whatever colour you want. Got little scoops of dirt. Stuff some dirt in there, and there's seeds in the crystal bowls. They are 4 o'clocks because they're easy to handle. So plant your little seed and water it when you get home. These are good Florida flowers and they will spread. They will create tubers and they'll just keep on seeding and seeding and seeding till you want to get rid of them. And these these are multicoloured. I mean, they're not crazy, but you can keep them contained. So there's 4 o'clocks, and then if you would choose to pick a packet of flowers for yourself, take 1 or 2 because there's plenty to go around. These are all Florida friendly flowers. Some of them won't be good until the autumn, but all the sunflowers can go in now. So, if you want to form, row by row, if you'd like to form an orderly line.
Which row starts here? Just go for it.
We could start with Reverend Mark, he could set an example. We could start with Julie Runyon, who is our speaker for next week, which has been announced internationally.
No pressure.
No pressure there. And have fun with this. And hopefully they'll grow. 4 o'clocks might take a bit of time to germinate, but they're worth it. They're very pretty. What did you get, Jules? Did you get a worm?
No, just a piece of something. No,
Okay.
I would take the worm.
Florida soil is so horrible. You really have to sustain. You have to water, and you could grow it in water like D, and you can have a little tilapia underneath it. Don't use goldfish.
Why?
Why? Because you gotta work too hard for
Because tilapia are apparently the best. Their poo and goldfish poo are totally different. And
Yes, I was going to say. She's a
do you know the tilapia?
pH.
Oh, it's the pH. It's the pH. Thank you. Yeah, the goldfish poo is too strong in its pH to balance.
Isn't that pronounced food? Well, it just made sense.
And if you any packets of seeds that are left over, I will promise I will chuck them in my garden. So, if you're ever stuck for a bit of colour, really quickly get zinnias. They are really fast to grow. And if you run out of 4 o'clocks, I've got a couple of packets more. Raindrops are diamond, and morning all shining seven. You shall be alone. Lips and you
You're going to grab it for you. Is it warm?
Yeah.
No, that's not my poo, that's the dollar store poo, I
That's
believe.
one of the big
It's symbolic, Dee, it's just symbolic. You can go home and put your own poo in there. Yeah. Or not.
Get tetanus that way.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
Sorry, they grow a lot.
Passion bud? Passion or
Yes, but would you help see if Jane needs help? She might, no, her friend's out there, but she's good.
Huh? 4 o'clock.
Oh, you gotta cut the master dress.
And high heel
Yeah, if you're going to keep them in the house, I would put drainage holes in the bottom of the cup. Bottom of the cup. Or you can put them straight in your garden. Yeah, the California poppies, they were best planted or scattered anywhere in the autumn, and they will be absolutely glorious by this time next year. Same with the bachelor buttons, they're really good. Oh, he's got snakes.
Yes. I mean, I can probably get it to go with, planning things on. Well, I don't care. It was not water. It won't grow water.
Anything out there? You're going to get lots of little seedlings from that one. Need more seed stuff? Need more 4 o'clock? Wasn't that fun? Simple. Did everybody get out a packet of seeds and Michaela's going to have more?
I'm putting her in there with him. She keeps looking to see if there's a slide in this down. I've seen this done before.
So don't forget to water them when you get home. Don't tip them out in the car. Big mess. Happy spring to everybody. We had an Easter goose somewhere around with these bunnies going around. Oh, it's Deke. Deke can be a bouncing bunny. All right, I'm going to hand this back to Reverend Mark, and thank you for playing with us.
Thank you, Lesley. Thank you for wonderful words, and your meditation today was beautiful. We're obviously going to get done early, which is cool, because today was really about spending time with each other realizing that every day is an opportunity for rebirth, renewing, replenishing, replanting, reliving. Let this just simply be a symbol of every day for you. What can you plant today? And then plant tomorrow, and then the next day. Each day for the rest of your lives, I would challenge you to plant the seed of love. In your heart, in a neighbor's heart, in a brother or sister's heart. And the more strangers you can do that, the more points you get. Not that there's a point system, I made that up, but that's my story. I love every single one of you. Thank you for celebrating with us today. And we have a wonderful, wonderful special music song that's about to be sung. So let your hearts open wide and listen to these wonderful words, and have a wonderful, wonderful Easter. Amen.